All right. Hello, world. My name is Donn, and you're watching Showcase for the week ending Sunday, September 4th, 2022. Stop the presses. This is our Sunday show, and that means weird headlines and your live chat comments. With me tonight, once again, is my good friend and colleague, Mr. Kyko. How you doing, man?
Living.
Uh-oh.
My hat
Watch the
pop
hat.
off. Every time I do this, my hat pop off. But listen, breathing. I just been chilling today. Nothing really new. I've been working on for the tickety talk is coming together, and it's I wish that I did blooper. I don't have I feel like I don't have enough footage for bloopers, or I don't know. We'll see though. Like I'm just giving the audience some it's coming.
Okay. Well, I actually may have an idea or two that might help out with the whole blooper absence of bloopers sort of thing. Basically, sort of like I hear what you're talking about. Basically, coming up with witty, funny, unpredictable things to throw on our TikTok page. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Writer's block happens to the best of us. I may have some stuff to help you with that actually, but we'll have to discuss that when we're off air. Thanks so much for coming through tonight, though. I really appreciate you taking the time, though. And thank you at home as well. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscription bell. And as always, if you're with us live, drop a line in the live chat, and we just might read it off on the air. And also, don't forget, we are live streaming right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. You can check out all of that action and even drop us a line in the contact form. If you want to go ahead and give us a tip of stuff to react to next in some future video or something, you can use the contact form right there at LINKTREE, linktr.ee/weekend showcase. That's the address that's scrolling on the bottom of your screen right now. All right, so let's go ahead and get rolling with the first order of business here, which there we go. All right, let's get to work. First order of business is from UPI. This is, whoa, hang on a second. There it is. 2,147-pound pumpkin breaks state record at Alaska State Fair. Okay, and this is the Instagram post from @official Alaska State Fair. This is a literal 2-ton pumpkin, apparently. Yeah, Kyko. Wow. This is posted August 30. An Alaska man broke his own state record by bringing a pumpkin to the Alaska State Fair that weighed in at 2,147 pounds. Dale Marshall, who previously set the state record with a 2,051-pound pumpkin at the 2019 State Fair, broke his own record this year with a massive gourd that he dubbed Cookie Monster. We have a comment from Brain Spaz. Wow. Exactly. That's pretty much the right sentiment.
That's all you can say. They did that thing that Stewie did when he went and got that pig.
Say again, Kyko?
They did the same thing Stewie did when he went and got that pig from another dimension.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. God, that was several seasons ago. Yeah, he was all juiced up on steroids, right? And he went boink. Right?
Yeah, he punched the mess out of Brian. Yeah, they did.
That was crazy. I know. God, that was crazy. All right, so let's see. Marshall said he used an Atlantic giant seed from another giant pumpkin grower when he planted what would become Cookie Monster on June 4. Wow, less than 3 months? Really? That's all the time it took that was needed to I almost said to cook. Good grief. To grow this pumpkin. Marshall told the Anchorage Daily News, quote, "The guy I got the seed from is going to be happy," end quote. Marshall says he believes this pumpkin would have grown even larger if there had been more sunny weather over the summer. More sunny weather? Well, I guess in Alaska, I don't know. That's kind of, I guess, the takeaway from that. I guess they haven't been quite hit as hard as most of the rest of the country has been over the course of summer. Kyko, any last thoughts on this before we move on?
I want.
You say again?
I said I want.
You want some of that pumpkin?
I want to eat it. Yeah, I want to eat it.
Wow. But see, here's the thing. It's thank you, Control. Here's the thing. We're right on top of October. Halloween is right around the corner. Imagine how impressive it would be having like your whole front yard taken over by like a super-sized jack-o'-lantern, a literal 2-ton jack-o'-lantern like this in your front yard. Am I right? I mean, come on.
Right.
I mean, hey, I wouldn't mind having a pumpkin that size, having a jack-o'-lantern that size. Shoot, especially if it's one of those things where it's like you could actually sort of like have that as a special experience for trick-or-treaters, basically, right? Like carve a giant maze or something, like have a James and the Giant Peach style maze. You know what I'm saying? Inside the giant pumpkin, right? And then at the center of it is the cheese, quote unquote. When you have like the bowl of treats, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like make a like a mini haunted house out of the giant pumpkin, right? How perfect would that be?
I'll make so many pies out of this pumpkin. I'll do so many different things with this pumpkin, and I could make a whole mural of artwork inside of this pumpkin in the world. But they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it.
Yeah. Well, it's worth a thought. I guess brain spaz. Kyko, you want to read off this comment right quick?
I can't. The way my orientation is, it won't let me see the comments now.
Okay, well, people already see it anyway. Brain spaz saying kids could hide in that thing. Yeah, exactly, pretty much.
Right. Exactly.
Thank you, Brain spaz, for the comment. Go ahead.
No, I just said exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on. There's lots of other topics to get through tonight. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more topics that we've carefully curated and collected to share with you guys tonight on Weird News Live. Thanks so much for tuning in live on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and Twitter. I almost said Instagram. We're working on that. We had a technical difficulty with that, but more on that later. For now, though, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscription bell. And once again, feel free to drop us a line in the live chat, and we might show your comment live on air. So let's go ahead and move on to the next topic that we have on the docket tonight, which comes to us from National Public Radio. A tomato spill makes a major California highway into a marinara mess. Wow, look at that. That's crazy. So, man, so much for all the what is it, spaghetti sauce or pizza sauce, basically. Good grief, that's tragic to wind up happening to that. I'm curious how in the world did that happen. Good grief. Kyko, are you seeing this right now?
Just trying to take it in. I mean, I feel like why did the whole everything traffic is the whole everything.
I know.
Everything stopped because it's tomato soup on the highway.
Pretty much. Good grief. Let's go down and read a little bit more about this. Some California drivers got a saucy surprise in their Monday morning commute after a truck hit the center divider on Interstate 80 between San Francisco and Sacramento, California, slathering several lanes in quickly crushed tomatoes. Sacramento's KTVU-TV News reported that the accident, which happened around 5 a.m. local time near Vacaville or Vacaville, I'm not sure, caused heavy traffic but no injuries. It took several hours for State Department of Transportation workers to clear and reopen all lanes of the highway, the California Highway Patrol said. One internet commenter wrote, quote, "Get the chips. Oh, wait, you're already there." End quote. Oh, yeah, referencing the nickname for the California Highway Patrol officers. Yeah, like that famous, what was it, action sitcom sort of show from the 80s, Chips, right? With, what was it, Eric Estrada, I think, was in that?
I don't remember.
I mean, I know, like, we're like pretty close to the same age, so like we were basically like, in diapers right around that time, but it's like, whatever. Anyway, but yeah, that's crazy, man. I don't even know what else to really like observe about this, quite frankly, except like it's a miracle the whole payload didn't go over. I mean, they clearly managed to save a lot from the spill, but good grief. That's a pretty serious write-off. Enjoy your meal, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you who happen to be eating pizza or something tonight.
I have pizza. That's funny. You said that.
Wow.
I have pizza right now.
I did not plan that. I did not plan that at all.
I would keep driving tomato sauce.
Say it again, Kyko. I'm sorry.
I would keep driving tomato sauce.
Oh, really? But like, you'd have to get those tires cleaned off, though. Like that's a really bad mess. And if they get kicked into your tires, like that attracts bugs and stuff. Like they're going to be near your house. It's all a big mess. Come on.
I have my truck. Go through that.
You have your truck?
Yeah.
I mean, but you're still back in the same square one situation. Well, anyway, glad that didn't happen to you. Let's move on. Let's move on. We have a lot more topics to get to tonight for weird news. Thanks so much once again, those of you at home, for watching right here on Weekend Showcase and for smashing that like button and notification bell. Let's move on. Next item is from Huffington Post. Oh yeah, Desert Kingdom sent us a comment, saucy, with 3 tomato emojis and what is that? I can't tell what that emoji is exactly. What is that?
Tomato.
It's a can.
Soup.
Yeah, tomato soup can emoji. Nice. Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Desert Kingdom, for the comment. Let's move on. Like I was saying, this is from Huffington Post, the third topic from the night. Ohio tree trimmer expected to survive after suffering 20,000 bee stings. The man's mother said he felt like a porcupine following the frightening attack. Holy crap. Kyko, have you ever been stung by a bee?
I have been stung by a bee. I'm allergic to wasps. They clear these things.
Wow. Yeah, I've been stung one time. I got a sting in the earlobe.
Oh,
That's the one time I've ever been hit by a bee. That was weird. It was like the weirdest sensation. You know what I mean? Like, wait a minute, what is this on my ear? Oh my God. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then, like, obviously itching and stuff like that. But yeah. Oh my God. So, okay, here it is. An Ohio man is now awake from a coma he suffered after he suffered at least 20,000 bee stings last week. Austin Bellamy, age 20, was in a tree trimming branches with his grandmother and uncle below when he unknowingly cut a bee's nest. His grandmother, Phyllis Edwards, told the news station bees came out of the nest when he started to cut them, and he had difficulties anchoring himself. She said, quote, he was hollering, help me, or help me, help, and nobody would help him. I was going to try and climb the ladder to get to Austin. I seen how high he was, but I couldn't get to him because I was surrounded in bees, end quote. Wow. Bellamy's mother, Shauna Carter, described the attack as looking like her son had a black blanket from his head to his neck and onto his arms. Both Bellamy's grandmother and uncle were also attacked by bees, mentioning they left stingers roughly 1 inch long in her son. Wow.
What a poor child. Wow. A poor child. But man, I'll tell you what.
Exactly. Brain Spaz sending us the comment live right now. 1 bee sting is no fun. 20,000 and he lived. Strong young man. Yeah, that's
lived.
An understatement. That's an understatement.
How he lived that.
Last part of this. Carter told WCPO TV that her son suffered a kidney failure and medical officials had to suck bees out of his airways over the weekend. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's wow.
Yeah, that's something different.
That's in order to survive an attack like that. I mean, good grief, play the lottery, and like because I mean, like
that's something different.
That's an insane amount of luck that hopefully you did not use up for the entire year, basically, just in that one instance. I know we're like 2/3 of the way through 2022 right now, but I would not be surprised if this guy goes on to win the lottery after this. Presuming he didn't use like all of his luck from surviving an attack like this.
Right.
Thank goodness he's okay. Thank goodness the family is okay. But like, good grief. I guess that's basically all that can be said for this, essentially. Kyko, any last thoughts on this before we move on?
Nah, I don't. It happened. It is what it is. He's good. I guess the humans are evolving. I can take from this.
Humans are, what was it? Evolving?
I say evolving, but I could take from this.
Yeah, that's man, that's a special kind of resilience that you would need to have in order to survive that. Basically, that's this is the sort of thing that would be basically like an X-Man mutant ability, basically.
Exactly.
Theoretically, being immune to insect toxins and allergens and stuff like that. Like when a mosquito bites you and that's that histamine reaction that hits you under the skin. You know what I'm saying? And then it does nothing. Yeah. That's a mutant ability right there. But anyway. All right, let's move on. Next item on the docket. And once again, all of our topics that we're covering tonight, as usual, are listed in the description down below at the bottom of this video at the very least on YouTube and I think the Facebook feed. We have the links to all of our topics listed down there. So feel free to hit us up there, either here on YouTube to get that information, or we're on the Facebook page as well with the link information at Weekend Showcase or facebook.com/Weekend Showcase. Everything's in LINKTREE is what I'm trying to say. I'll get the hang of doing these plugs right one of these days. I'll get there. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. We're already about halfway through the docket here. Next topic is coming to us from Sky News over in the UK. We don't have time for this. All right, here we go. So this is from Sky News. Utterly ridiculous. Firefighters spend 3 hours removing cow stuck in a tree. Wow, nice puns there. And we're nowhere near the dad joke of the day segment, and we've already got dad joke level puns happening in this headline here. Let's see. This was first posted yesterday, September 3rd.
I'm not here.
Wow, look at this image. Wow, you got to be kidding me. It took 3 hours?
What is he in?
To get the cow's head stuck out of a tree. Wow. How does this even happen? Kyko, what you got? I know you got something funny for this.
Listen. I watched some cat out of some type of metal thing, and they had to cut it. Like it's metal. So what are you gonna do? You gotta cut it. So they cutting it, and they cutting it so close. I screaming, and I'm like, oh God, don't cut the cat. I don't know how they did it, but they got the cat out. The cat was breathing, the cat was healthy. It ran away.
What was the metal container? I missed one part of it. Like, they couldn't use the jaws of life? They had to, like, physically sort of, like, tear it out, basically, in order to
cut. Yeah, they had to cut it in half. So look how the cow is in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
They cut it at the neck. They had to cut it at the neck, and then the top half would come off. But they had to get it so close that it wouldn't touch the cat. And I was like, oh God, they're gonna touch it.
Wow, that would make me really nervous and anxious. Yeah, just on behalf of the cat. Good grief.
Right.
That's crazy. Let's go ahead and move on. Back over to this topic here. Let's see. A crew from Hampshire and Isle of Wight Fire and Rescue joked that the incident was utterly ridiculous. Utterly, haha. After they spent over an hour trying to free the cow, the animal's head got stuck in a tree on Chibolton Common in Hampshire on Wednesday evening. The fire service was called at about 7:40 p.m. local time and worked with an animal rescue advisor to cut the tree and free the cow, but it took 3 hours. Wow. Okay, so that's the opposite side, I guess. So yeah, so that was the rear side, and then I guess you can sort of see some clearance at the top where the tree sort of branches out and forks out on either side of the cow's head, and then that other picture, I guess, is the other side. So this begs the question: why did the cow get in there in the first place? It's not like there was anything inside the tree that would be attractive to the cow, either for food source or whatever, basically. If it can poke through all the way through to the other side. It's not a hole that you would sort of jam into, right?
This cow jumps over the moon.
Say again, Kyko, what was that?
This is what happens when the cow jumps over the moon. Let me get a rim.
So the cow jumps over the moon and lands headfirst into a tree. Is that what you're saying? Sir. Is that how you're saying the nursery rhyme?
That's how it happens.
Wow. Two photos of the animal were shared by the fire service and showed front and rear views of the trapped cow. In one picture, the cow looked pretty disappointed with herself. Yeah, that's a pretty clear indicator from this particular facial body language here. Man, I'm trying to think of another original pun here to be able to put with this facial expression. Something, something along the lines of okay, y'all better not be getting a lot of free milk out of me while I'm stuck like this. I don't know. That's the best I got off the top of my head. I don't know. Thanks, control room. Thanks for that. Anyway, let's move on. Next topic comes to us from the Associated Press. Hey, they can't all be winners. Next topic is from Associated Press. San Diego Zoo penguin fitted with orthopedic footwear. This was first published August 29. Orthopedic footwear for the penguin. Hey, you can sort of see right there. Those look like arm braces, like forearm braces or something that were sort of retrofitted to penguin feet.
These folks is wasting their time.
Well, we don't know why it's necessary, though. It could be medically
Right.
necessary. Let's see.
You're right.
Hang on. The 4-year-old penguin named Lucas has lesions on his feet, there you go, due to a chronic condition known as bumblefoot. That's a thing, which covers a range of avian foot problems, the San Diego Wildlife Alliance said Monday in a press release. If left untreated, bumblefoot could lead to sepsis and death by infection. Whoa, I had no idea. The zoo's wildlife care specialist turned to an organization called Therapaw, which creates rehabilitative and assistive products for animals with special needs. Therapaw created custom shoes made of neoprene and rubber to prevent pressure sores from developing when Lucas stands and walks. The penguin's problems began more than 3 years ago. One last thought, African penguins have suffered a massive population decline and are listed as endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Okay, so this is an endangered species of penguin that has a rather dangerous medical condition, basically, and special footwear was needed to help this penguin basically continue to survive at risk of contracting sepsis and death. Brainspaz sending us a comment right now in the live chat feed on YouTube. What animal lovers won't do for an animal in need? ... Yeah, that's true, but it's also these humans' job to do that, because we're talking about zoologists, basically, who are the caretakers for this particular penguin and presumably lots of other animals as well. Kyko, what are your thoughts here?
I really thought that they would. I mean, my head wasn't going towards. I would have thinking, these people are spending tax dollars. I'm just kidding. To make shoes for birds, but they're not.
Not sure where exactly the funding would come from for this, though. You're saying this. Right. You're saying that some. I mean, if you know something I don't, like, correct me. Like, do we, and people in the comments feed, feel free to correct me as well. Like, do zoos take in, how much public funding do zoos get, basically, to Kaiko's point? I don't know. Staff ZX with a comment on YouTube. The other day I saw similar stories. Zookeepers built an orthopedic shoe for a giraffe that had arthritis. Was its name Melman?
I mean,
by chance?
Listen, no, I like giraffe.
Madagascar
I like giraffes
reference
a lot.
there. Sorry.
I have a here.
Say that again, Kyko. I'm sorry, you're breaking up there.
That's tattoos. That's how I got a 2-headed giraffe right there. It's one of my favorite.
Hang on
tattoos.
a second. Hang on. I gotta expand the chat, the picture feed. Hang on 1 second. Okay, go ahead. Center it to your screen.
I'm saying I 2-headed giraffe right here. That's one of my favorite.
Oh wow.
Tattoos. Yeah.
Oh wow. I didn't know you had that.
In the back. Yeah, it's one of my favorite ones.
What's the story behind that?
So, I wanted a giraffe because giraffes have one of the most interesting, you know what I'm saying? And so, I've always wanted a giraffe tattoo. I thought it'd be unique as a giraffe tattoo, so I gave him 2 heads. And it's about putting a unique twist on one of my favorite animals. This is my whole bunch of animals arm.
It's interesting that you went with giraffes. Yeah, it's interesting that you went with giraffes for that reason, given how into spiders you are in comparison. Like, I'm actually legitimately off put a little bit. I got
all over the place filling in the spaces.
I know. This is the first time I'm hearing of you doing anything of this nature for any animal other than a spider. Like, I'm surprised. Right. I'm legit surprised right now.
Listen, I'll explain it in another video later.
Okay.
The significant arm. I'll explain it.
That sounds like TikTok fodder, not just like social media or whatever, but
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Brain spaz with a comment on YouTube. Cute giraffe Kyko. There you go.
Thank you. I like it. Yeah, I drew all my tattoos. This is my design of a giraffe. Boom.
Nice. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get back into the swing of things with the topics that we were covering for Weird News. Once again, everyone, thanks so much for watching Weird News right here on Weekend Showcase, streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. Thanks so much for watching and for smashing that like button and notification bell, and for subscribing. We're really trying to kick our subscriptions up on all of our pages, especially YouTube and Twitch. Please support the channel. We really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Let's move on. We have 4 more topics to go before the top of the hour. We're going to try to get this done. We're at the bottom of the hour right now, coming up on 6:30 on the East Coast here. Next topic comes to us from The Mirror in the UK. I changed the toilet seat in the family bathroom. Now my husband isn't talking to me. Okay. A mom has said she thought she was making
Listen,
an innocent change to her. Go ahead, Kyko.
you can't touch the thermostat. You can't touch the grill. You can't touch. You really can't touch the religion. But I don't care if you touch the toilet seat. You know.
I mean, there are rules, right? I guess is what it sounds like you're suggesting. There are rules
You know.
to this sounds like a marriage. Have you ever been married, Kyko?
I mean, you know, I don't know, but I say if you touch the toilet seat, I'm okay with it.
Okay, let the record show Kyko is okay with the toilet seat maneuvering in certain positions. I probably phrased that extraordinarily wrong, but
Right.
whatever. Can we get control? Can we get a laugh track? Let's clean that up. There it is. Okay,
They had to think about it. They had
All right.
to think about it first. They was like, "What did he say?" And then
No. It's not.
You know,
We're still working out the logistics of the because the way that our streaming setup is done, like we have to use other devices for the sound effects. It's all a bit technical. Nobody cares about that. It's fine. But we're still working it out. We'll get there real soon. Let's move on to the rest of this topic here. A mom has been left baffled after her husband stopped talking to her over her decision to change the toilet seat in their family bathroom. The woman said she's been potty training her 3-year-old daughter for the past few months and had become fed up with using a removable plastic insert for her, so instead bought a 3-in-1 family loo seat. That means the whole family can use the toilet with the same seat. But this decision has angered her husband, who believes she has, quote, ruined the toilet, end quote, by installing the seat. The man also doesn't think the seat fits properly on their toilet and has been in an quote-unquote awful mood about the change ever since his wife decided to swap out their seats. So this is basically a family sort of like raising a family sort of situation. And or Ms. D with a YouTube comment, what a child that husband must be, begrudging his toddler an easy toilet seat.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're a poet and you didn't know it, because that comment rhymes. But
man, I just
yeah, that does kind of go. That reaction does seem like it goes a little bit far from the husband, Kyko.
I just feel like this is I mean, she's saying this is like, would you well, he got so mad he got on the news.
Staff ZX with a YouTube comment, you don't mess with a toilet seat, that's sacred grounds. Thank you, Staff ZX, for the comment.
And
yeah, go ahead.
That's what I was talking about. That's exactly where I was going with that, how I began this. Now he's saying that toilet seat is sacred ground. I'm saying I don't think the toilet if we were comparing it to the grill or the thermostat. So
yeah, it's one of those things that we're sort of talking about this in a very specific and very careful context, because like Kyko and I neither of us is married, so it's like we're talking about hypotheticals with a very specific context that we obviously can't really relate to. But I mean, everybody's seen stand-up comedians, talking about marriage dynamics. It's one of those things that, when thermostat manipulations happen unpromptedly, or there's that stereotype of, oh, husband left the toilet seat up, what I'm saying, and then the wife holds him accountable for that, that whole trope. These are stereotypes. But
I have I use Old Spice bath, and so I had a girlfriend who she didn't like the Old Spice bath gel. She liked to use, well, she started off with me using Bath and Bed Bath and Body Works or something. She had me
Bed Bath and Beyond
spending $7 more on soap because she didn't want me to use the Old Spice. And I listen. I got $6 in my wallet. I don't have $12. So I need to use the old spot. She said I couldn't use it. So I understand frustration in this situation, I guess.
All right, so there's a little bit of empathy for this situation from Kyko there. Thanks for that feedback, and thank you once again, those of you at home for. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying I don't care. I'm saying, but I know where the frustration came from, to an extent. You know what I'm saying?
So partial empathy.
Right.
Okay, there you go. Partial.
Right.
Okay,
right.
Fair enough.
Right.
Okay, thanks for that feedback, Kyko, and thank you at home for watching and commenting live on Weird News right here on Weekend Showcase, streaming on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. And thank you very much for smashing that like button and notification bell. We're really trying to build our likes and subs. Let's get this engagement up. It's for the algorithm, the almighty algorithm. I don't know, whatever. Let's go ahead and move on. I can go further with that joke, but I'm not gonna. Let's keep going. Next topic is from UPI. Let's see. All right, here we go. Man solves 3 Rubik's Cubes while juggling in under 3.5 minutes.
Now, that's some crazy stuff. That is some crazy.
Wow. 3 Rubik's Cubes. Now, wait a minute. How complex were the Rubik's Cubes? Because if we're talking about juggling and you only really needed like 2 or 3 moves and they were really obvious, like that's one thing, but it's like this is, judging by this thumbnail icon here, you can tell those are pretty well mixed Rubik's Cubes.
That's the video?
This is the video. Yeah, there's a YouTube video attached to this. I
must see this.
We can't, unfortunately, during this video, because the last time we played a video from the Guinness World Records YouTube channel, like it got our whole stream content ID flagged, so like we can't do that. But if you want to see this video for yourself, the link to this is down in the description down below at the bottom of this video on YouTube and Facebook. If you can check down there for the actual link to this page, and you can see the YouTube video for yourself. We just can't play it here without getting the whole stream taken down. Brain Spaz sending us a comment. How did he do that with only 2 hands? That's actually a valid question. It's possible, clearly. I mean, dude's getting featured on the Guinness World Records YouTube channel, clearly. So let's see. A Chinese puzzle enthusiast broke a Guinness World Record by solving 3 Rubik's Cubes in 3 minutes and 29.29 seconds while juggling the puzzles. Guinness World Records announced Li Jihao, I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm trying here, broke the record for fastest time to solve 3 rotating puzzle cubes while juggling during an attempt at Jimen Fujian. Li solved the puzzles while... Okay, control room. Can you not do that, please? Thank you. Li solved the 3 puzzles while juggling in 3 minutes and 29.29 seconds. Li previously earned Guinness World Records titles for most rotating puzzle cubes solved while suspended upside down. Wow. 195 puzzle cubes solved while suspended upside down. I can't even imagine that. Most rotating puzzle cubes.
I can't even get a side done on one Rubik's Cube.
That's crazy. Yeah, I can't. I gotta give props to this guy for that. That's crazy. Most rotating puzzle cubes solved using one hand while suspended upside down. 104. Wow. 12.59 seconds. Fastest time to solve a rotating puzzle cube by a team of 2. Okay, well, at least he had help for that one. And fastest time... What? 18.93 seconds. Fastest time to solve a rotating puzzle cube by a team of 2 underwater.
And this is the same guy that...
Wow. Okay, where do you come up with the ideas to do some of these things? That's what I don't get. Where does the inspiration come from for some of these for some of these Rubik's Cube Guinness World Records attempts? It's like this feels like one of those things where I want to make a world record, but I don't know what to do. Let me find something very specific, get really good at it, and then get unnecessarily creative about how to do it until I stumble onto something that nobody else has done and then call it the Guinness people to go ahead and immortalize me in the book. That feels like what this is. Kyko, what do you think?
He said, I can solve a Rubik's Cube. I can solve 2 Rubik's cubes at the same time. I can solve 3 Rubik's cubes at the same time. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna learn how to juggle, and that's what he did. Listen. He said that you asked the question. How did he come up with these ideas? I know how to do this, so I'm gonna take this to the next level. I'm gonna take this. Nobody, because this is some monk. Like you had to monk for your whole life to be knowing how to do something like this. This is a superpower.
Absolutely. It's crazy that it's crazy that we're talking about something like this actually being humanly possible, but it actually happened apparently. So
because you're telling me that he's not looking at the Rubik's cube as he's juggling. You see what I'm saying? Studying it as he does it. He's juggling. So he's focused. He's focused on details of the cubes. You see what I'm saying? I would think. So he just knows how to move his fingers while he's focusing on keeping them in the air. You know what I'm saying?
It's an inhuman amount of concentration and skill that will be required for that. I'm just floored by that, quite frankly. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic on the docket here. Let me see. Come on. There you go. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Like I was saying, and thanks those of you at home for watching Weird News once again right here on Weekend Showcase, streaming live on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook and Twitter. And thank you for smashing that like button and following us and subbing and hitting that notification bell, because we're really trying to build this up and give you guys some quality and content that we're able to engage with you on. And we're also willing to take in requests basically for weird news topics that you want to see us react to, or movies that we should react to on Friday night shows. Feel free to hit us up on the LINKTREE page at the link that's down scrolling at the bottom of your screen right now, LINKTREE, linktr.ee/weekend showcase. Send us an email with the contact form, and we might just wind up putting it in the rotation. Please know here on Weekend Showcase, we don't cover anything religious or political in nature. So please bear that in mind when you're nominating topics for us to discuss on the show. And thanks so much for the engagement. We really appreciate it. Let's move on to the next topic. We have this next one followed by one more, and then we got to shut this down for the night. Let's see. Next topic is from the Mirror, back over into the UK again. Man in utter disbelief after discovering real meaning of dry cleaning after 23 years. Okay, let's see.
I think I know the real meaning of it. So let's see what they're talking about.
Okay, a man's outstanding discovery has thousands of people in disbelief after a video explaining the real purpose of dry cleaning has gone viral online. Despite it arguably being of the most common chores in the household, Patrick Lewin had jaws dropping as he took to TikTok to reveal his utter shock that despite being 23 years old, he has only just made the revelation, and he is not alone. Fellow users of the popular video sharing app have also admitted to being in the same boat, with one gobsmacked user even claiming that it's taken their whole 37 years of existence to learn. Oh yeah, like that thing where the social media thing goes, I was today years old when I learned da-da-da-da-da, right?
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. TikToker, wait a minute, hold on. Where is it? Okay, hold on a second. Here we go. In the video, which has already been witnessed by over 13,800 viewers, Patrick questioned why he was left in the dark about the discovery. This is TikTok user at Patrick's camera roll. Excuse me, at Patrick's camera roll. And evidently shocked by the reveal, he questioned, quote, "I'm sorry, but when this censored, was anyone going to tell me that dry cleaning meant that the clothes were cleaned dry? Like, what the censored?" I'm having to censor his words. Sorry. I can't say it on here.
That's what he was. Hold on.
The clothes are cleaned dry. That's literally the meaning of dry cleaning.
No, I thought they were about to say something completely different from that I didn't. But you're telling me that's what he found out. Okay. All right. Okay.
Like, generally, the quote continues, quote, like, generally, I thought it was just a professional cleaning service and they just used that name. I didn't know that actually meant they didn't use water when they cleaned. Does anyone else know this?
No.
End quote.
No.
Are we serious right now?
No.
Ms. D
Man,
with the comment in YouTube, come on, where was the big mystery in that SMH?
that's what I'm
Shaking my
saying. I'm
head.
like, I thought they were about to say that the dry cleaning is really like using some animal to clean it. I don't know. I thought this article was about to say something crazy. You know that clothes dry clean. I'm dead. I am deceased.
Yeah, that's indescribably bizarre. And that's basically where. Nope. Here we go. Okay. In a rush to discuss the bizarre discovery, they ran to the comments section, with one person even claiming it took 37 years to learn. Yeah. One person claimed, quote, I did not know this, end quote. While another said, quote, I'm 32 and didn't know this. I thought they meant they dried them. Ha ha ha, end quote. Wait, seriously? Like,
These people, listen, let me tell you something.
that just sounds illogical. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Today.
Y'all
gonna learn today.
Oh really? What do you Kevin Hart's dad right now? You gonna learn today? I can't finish the rest of that reference there, obviously, but anyway. Yeah, that's
Oh,
Ms. D says, I mean, if they aren't using water, they must be using some kind of dry chemicals, right?
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking, listen.
What would a dry chemical be? I don't know. I don't know what that even would mean, though. Dry chemicals. That doesn't even seem possible. Like,
listen, and that's the kind of thing I thought that this article was about to be doing, and I was like, listen, I'm about to learn something too.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's let me try something really quickly. Hang on a second. Let me try something really quickly. How dry cleaning.
That man looking.
Sorry, I got to use Microsoft Bing for this. All right, here we go. This is basically a trailer. This is about as long as the movie trailers. Ms. D says, yeah, they have to use something to make the dirt come out. All right, well, let's take a look. Come on. Load it up.
Why doesn't every home in the U.S. have solar panels?
Stop. We don't use ads here. There we go.
Man, the man worded through that.
I'm here today with the clothes belonging to Henry Blodgett, and we're going to take them through our luxury process here at Maurice. What is dry cleaning? Reality is that it's nothing dry about it. The clothes get wet with a solvent, not with water, as in washing. So our solvent here is hydrocarbon. Some people might call it organic because it comes from the earth. It's great and safe on clothes. Everyone thinks that it's a dry process and the clothes get hit with dry cleaning rays. It very much is a wet process just without water. So we use a solvent in this case, and that coupled with soap and some mechanical action, we clean the clothes and then we remove the solvent from the clothes and dry the clothes. So the cycle's done. I'm gonna take it out, it's ready for pressing, and it smells delicious. I'm going to give this a quick inspection, and then we'll go off to the pressing department. Come on.
No, listen. Yeah, you can stop it
Need
now.
to make sure all the buttons are intact. Needs to make sure the line.
He told us stuff that we didn't know. Did you know?
I did not know that. Hang on a second. Let me run that back. Let me run that back really quickly here. That's crazy.
The clothes get wet with a solvent, not with water, as in washing.
Hydrocarbon.
So our solvent here is hydrocarbon. Some people might call it organic because it comes from the earth. It's great and safe on clothes. Everyone thinks that it's a dry process and the clothes get hit with dry cleaning rays. It very much is a wet process just without water. So
yeah, basically. I don't know where that guy was getting his information from, basically, that made him go on TikTok and claim that. We have a comment from Ms. D saying, well, I stand corrected. I didn't know they get wet, but not with water. Yeah, an organic hydrocarbon solvent, basically. It is apparently what's used for the dry cleaning process, or at least it is wherever this particular video from Business Insider is. We don't have this link, unfortunately, in the description down below. After we wrap up the stream, I'll go ahead and edit the information on the on our resources down in the description on the Facebook and YouTube versions with this link as well. If you want to go ahead and check this out again, or send this around to somebody else, basically, if you're curious, or if you know anybody else who's curious, I don't know. Or who might very well be after watching this particular watching this video. But anyway, so that's how dry cleaning works apparently. So there you go. And that's the story of How I Met Your Mother. Anyway, moving on. Let's move on. I was a little late with the there you go. Thank you, Control Room, for that. I was a little late with the rim shot there because it happened a little bit before I said that reference. But anyway, never mind. All right, let's move on. We have one topic left here. Thanks once again, everybody, for watching Weird News right here live on Weekend Showcase, streaming on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for smashing that like button and notification bell. And please subscribe and follow us. Especially, we're trying to build up our following on YouTube and Twitch at Weekend Showcase. Thanks so much for dropping a line and engaging, following, and supporting the channel. We really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and move on to this last topic here, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this up for tonight. We have about 10 minutes left here. We might actually wind up finishing early, believe it or not. This is from the Daily Mail. Exclusive. Luxury home bought with $10.4 million mistakenly transferred to a couple instead of a $100 refund. Oof. Has been abandoned and taken over by weeds after they were ordered to pay every cent back. Wait, let me read that again. Luxury home bought with $10.4 million that was mistakenly transferred to a couple instead of a $100 refund. So a $10.4 million home instead of a $100 refund was given.
Yeah.
The house was abandoned and nature took it over after the people who received the house instead of the refund was ordered to pay everything back.
And so that means that they disappeared, and this is presuming it to be.
I guess. I'm about to read into this a little bit further, but this is... First of all, my first problem with this story is that was an unnecessarily long headline. They could have, condensed it down a little bit more. Something along... I don't know. If I look at something like this, I'm thinking, maybe... why didn't they put, exclusive luxury home... mistaken luxury home giveaway...
Yeah.
Unable to be recovered.
Right.
Mistaken luxury home giveaway unable to be recovered. I don't know.
And
something like that.
Give you, yeah, right. And then explain it.
But anyway, all right, let's move on. The dream home of a couple who bought it on the back of a $10.4 million crypto transfer bundle has been left to the weeds. The Craigieburn home, situated north of Melbourne, had allegedly been purchased by a couple after high-profile cryptocurrency trader Crypto.com mistakenly transferred the massive windfall to them.
Mm-hmm.
The error happened when the company intended to give... Oh, boy. I'm going to try and pronounce this right. Teva Manivel. I can't really make out this name any better than that. I'm sorry. Teva Manivel. Apologies if I pronounced that wrong. A $100 refund in May of 2021, but mistakenly entered an account number in the field of the bank transfer that was meant to be the dollar amount. Oh no! Oh, that's exactly how that happened. They put the account number, they put the destination account number in the wrong place. They put that in the amount to be transferred instead of the account number that it's going to. Oh my goodness!
Mistake. What a mistake!
So, wow, wow, that's crazy.
But so these people got.
Okay, this is crazy. And then the dollar amount mistake was only discovered in a company audit just before last Christmas, 7 months after the transfer. Okay, listen, Daily Mail, if you're going to cover something like this, right after saying that the dollar amount was actually the account number, why would you show the dollar amount? I don't understand that. I don't understand that why you just basically published the person's account number like that, which hopefully has been closed by now. Good grief, that's crazy. Come on, Daily Mail. What is this? When Crypto.com tried to get its money back, $1.35 million had already been spent on a luxury 5-bedroom house, and the rest had been moved to other accounts. On Thursday, the dream home appeared to be abandoned. What? Littered with long, ugly weeds, the crypto house showed the telltale signs of neglect.
Yeah, these people got. They disappeared.
From the drawn blinds and letterbox heaving with mail to the garbage strewn across the driveway, it bears a facade as sad as Bitcoin's current value. A child's ride-on toy remained in the backyard, which remains green only due to the synthetic grass. Crypto.com has launched legal action against Ms. Manivel and her sister Tilagavanti Gangadori. Sorry, I cannot say those names. I really apologize. In an effort to get its money back, cryptocurrency had been enduring a rapid decline during the month of May last year when the error happened. The Craigieburn home, which had 4 bathrooms, a home gym, and cinema, was bought on February 3rd. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty serious luxury household right there.
Yeah.
Apparently, yep. This is a $10.4 million house now, basically. That's
Wow.
I mean
That.
Yeah. There you go. Not really much else to really sort of. Yeah. Thank you. Control room for that. Let's see. What do we have in the? Nope. I guess that's it for that. Oh well. Yeah. I guess that's basically it for the story. But hey, this and all of the other topics that we've been discussing tonight are listed in the I almost said in the discovery section, in the legal discovery, in the legal briefing, in the description area down below underneath this video on YouTube and Facebook at Weekend Showcase. Thanks so much for watching tonight. That basically is our entire docket for weird news topics tonight that we have. Those of you at home, if you have weird news topics or movie trailers, when we do trailer reactions on Friday nights, feel free to hit us up on our Linktree page, linktr.ee/weekend showcase, that link scrolling at the bottom of the screen, if you have weird news topics to suggest for us. We have a couple more pieces of business to do, starting with favorite topic of the week. Kyko, what was your favorite topic of the week?
Pull the list up. Oh, you know what? The Rubik.
We had hang on a second. We had the giant pumpkin. We covered that first. The tomatoes strewn about the highway, basically, right? Let's see. The guy who survived after 20,000 bee stings, the cow that was stuck in a tree, penguin with orthopedic shoes, changed the toilet seat,
Rubik's
and
Cube.
then the Rubik's Cube, yeah, like you said. The dry cleaning thing and the $10 million crypto accident thing, basically the real estate incident.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite topic of the week?
The Rubik's Cube.
The Rubik's Cube is your favorite of the week?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if you pick that one, then it'll be the bee.
I'm actually not. I'm actually going to say my favorite one of the week was the dry cleaning one, because I actually came away learning something about that whole process.
Right. We didn't even know about that. So you're right. Yeah.
Like hydrocarbon solvent is used in dry cleaning instead of water, and that's why it's called dry cleaning, or at least instead of as much water as one would think. So
yeah, that's funny.
Interesting.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I guess that's basically all that we can say about the news topics themselves, but we do have one more piece of business that we have to get to before we shut down for the night, and that is, it's time for Dad Joke of the Day. I wish we had a theme song for this segment. We are working on that. So tonight's Dad Joke, let's see. Pull up our list here. Here we go.
Something ready to throw at the camera after I hear this.
Why?
Because
why though? You don't have to.
I know this is gonna deserve an object being thrown at the camera. Let's hear this. Let's hear this infamous dad joke.
All right, fine. So how about this? My wife asked me the other day where I got so much candy. I said, I always have a few Twix up my sleeve. There you go. Here's a Twix. I actually have some Twix on me right here for that exact joke. There you go.
The amount of frustration.
So yeah. And you know what else? Because it's Labor Day weekend. We got to do something a little bit special. We didn't really have very much time to plan anything else right now, unfortunately. But I can double down on the dad jokes. I got a whole list of them. We can try a second one. Double down a little bit. Were you already? You're already shaking your head. This could be a good one, though. This could be a good one.
For one good one. Go ahead, run it.
All right. Here we go. Let me see if I can try to find a really good one here. Let's see. Okay, here we are. How about this? Watch this. The difference between a numerator and a denominator is a short line. Only a fraction of people will understand this.
Oh God! Let me tell you something. Let me tell the person who that joke. You, sir, are a nuisance. And that's all I gotta say. Again.
All right. I mean, I hear you. See, that's the thing. That's the thing about dad jokes is like they're always sort of like just the right amount of cringe. You know what I'm saying? That we know they're kind of like, that made my shoulder hurt. But then it's like, all right, I'll give it to you. That was witty. That was good wordplay. You know what I mean? That makes you think about wordplay.
It's making my ankles hurt. It don't make hurt, boy. It don't make my cheekbones hurt. It don't make this thing that's in my hurt, boy. Every time.
What about the giraffe on your shoulder? What about the two-headed giraffe from earlier?
Well, I can make it dance like like that guy on SpongeBob. You remember that guy?
I vaguely remember that episode. What about? Do you remember that show? Do you remember Nickelodeon? Do you remember Nickelodeon had a show called The Adventures of Pete and Pete? You remember that the guy who had the tattoo named Petunia? You remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
You never watched that show? Brain spaz, Kyko, LOL, all those things hurting.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. I don't write the jokes. I don't write the stories. I'm just reporting them and cracking jokes about them best I can. That's all. We do this for you. We do this for you, the fine audience.
What? You doing it for them, but you doing it to me. You're hurting me.
Well, I'm doing it with you. That's the thing. There's a difference between to and with. That's the thing.
Let me tell you. I ain't doing it with you, boy. Let me tell you.
Anyway. All right, let's go ahead and shut this thing down. We're coming up to the top of the hour right now.
Good.
Whoops. Oh, darn it. Sorry about that. A weird sort of technical issue there. Anyway, that's it for... Sorry?
No, I don't know. No, I'm talking.
Okay, well, anyway. All right, so anyway, that's it for Weird News Headlines for the week ending Sunday, September 4, 2022. What was your favorite tonight? Feel free to drop us a comment down below to continue the convo. We have another comment from Staff ZX. Pete and Pete was a weird show. It had the mom with a metal head plate. I remember that. The mom had a metal plate in her head.
I don't remember. I'm about to look
hearing radio signals. I remember that.
It's called Pete and Pete.
The Adventures of Pete and Pete. Yeah, I think it had like a good maybe 3-4 seasons, maybe even 5. I honestly don't remember. It was been too many years.
No, I don't remember the show.
Yeah, this was Nickelodeon during the mid-90s, mid-approaching late 90s. I think they went off the air in like 98, maybe 99. I'm probably getting that date a little bit wrong, but it was roughly around that time. Yeah. You found it? What, are you looking up on your phone?
Yeah, I see it. I see it. These two little cars. I ain't never seen them.
Yeah.
Before.
The short one. See, the shorter one of the two was played by a guy named Danny Tamborelli, and after that show ended, after Pete and Pete ended, Danny went and hop skipped from that to another Nickelodeon show. He joined the cast of All That after that.
No, I don't remember him from all that.
You don't remember from that either?
I don't remember him. I don't remember seeing him and all that. Nah, I don't remember.
Oh wow.
that.
Okay, well, I guess
that.
you were watching Disney or
remember
Cartoon
that.
Network, I guess, at the time then.
You know, I started watching Nickelodeon. Like I understood what I was watching. I was like the first show, and I was like, I know what I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? I understand what they're talking about. I was maybe like 5, and the Amanda show was on. And I was like, okay.
I remember that.
I
remember that show. Interesting times. Anyway, all right, so that's it for. We got to shut this down. We're already a little bit over time, but anyway, that's it. Thanks so much for watching Weekend Showcase live on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Please visit us at Weekend Showcase on all major social media platforms, including TikTok. We're trying to beef up the TikTok and Twitch numbers as well. And visit us at LINKTREE, linktr.ee/Weekend Showcase, like in the description down below, to see all of our content in one place, including all of our previous live streams and podcasts. And we will see you right here this coming Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Pacific for another brand new trailer reaction show. We hope to see you then. For now, be safe. I hope you're having a happy and safe Labor Day weekend. Showcase you later. Good night.